everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of my book of the month for this month. This is January's box. So you guys remember that I had the coupon that I got, and it didn't explain to me that it was a $5 for the first box, and then you were automatically signed up for like another 3 months, which I'm not complaining because I would have probably purchased. The way that I'm doing it has kind of made it so it's really not that big a deal. But the thing for me that made me really sad was that it didn't specify that that was how it was. I thought I was just trying it for $5 and then I was done to see if I liked it, because when I opened it the first time, I liked it, but I've got other boxes that I care more about. And so as much as I would love to do book of the month every single month, I can't afford it. So it's already prepaid for, I think, 3 months in advance. I've skipped 3 months so far, so I'm just saving it for when I see a book that grabs my curiosity and I wouldn't normally pick it up. And so that's kind of how I'm doing this. And so I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just not 100% happy with the fact that the coupon code didn't specify that I was going to have to pay money for another few months that I didn't know I was paying for. I could have called and complained, but I didn't feel like it because I have seen this company and I do think that they do good work. They're just not for me. So I just continue skipping until I find a box that I like. So don't hold your breath about this one for a once a month thing, because it's just not going to be. I have no interest in making this a once a month box. This box looks really fantastic, and I already saw Brittany from Under the Radar Books unboxing. She had all of the books. So one of the ways that so it comes wrapped in plastic wrap like that. And one of the things that's really cool about this box is that you can also add on an extra book for, I think, $9.99. And so I did that this month with using a credit that I had accumulated because of the thing I didn't know. So that was how I justified this box. There was a book I was semi-interested in and a book that I wanted that I could use a credit for, so I did that. And I guess there's also a little gift. So this is a little book with a big twist. This, I know what this is because I can see the top of it. This is a small Gillian Flynn book. And this is The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. I have never read this one. I've wanted to for a while, but it felt really expensive for what it was in terms of size, but now I have it in a really pretty edition, and I'm just pretty happy about that. So I guess that was the right time to pick up a box anyway. And then 2016's Book of the Year winner is To All the Ugly and Wonderful Things has been chosen for members as 2016 Book of the Year. I never read that one, so that is the cover. It's not something I've ever read, and I don't know if it will be. We'll find out, but I don't know. And then here is the judge, who is Nina Solvik. And then here's the person. This is a little bookmark, and it talks about why the person that chose the book I picked it. And this one talks about the woman walking New York City, and I'll talk about that in a second. The book that I ended up choosing, I'm really all over the place today, if you can't already tell, is Lillian Boxfish Takes a Walk by Kathleen Rooney. And this is the story of a young woman who ends up really doing well in New York City, and then she goes back and she walks the streets of New York City after she's already grown old, and she kind of processes her life and sees a different side of it. So I was curious. I'm a big New York City lover. I've gone to New York City on and off for my entire life, and I always love the feel of it. It's a really homey feeling for me. So there's that. And then I also picked up this one. This is the extra book I picked up. And this is The Mother's Reckoning, Living the Aftermath of Tragedy by Sue Klebold. This one is not available in my local bookstore. And even if it was, it's super full price. So I figured $10 for a good hardback and a book that I've really, really wanted for a while was a good call. So Okay, here's my honest opinion of Book of the Month Club. I like them as a company, and I think that their books are good choices. I wouldn't have paid as much as I did had I not used the coupon and ended up doing so by mistake. But I wouldn't cancel it either because I get embarrassed about that kind of stuff. I'm just one of those people. I get very embarrassed about those kinds of experiences. So there's that. And then also, as much as I enjoy their selections, I find them very mainstream and very hyped. And I don't mind that, but my goal this year personally is to find the underhyped and the underdogs and the untold stories. And so that is why this one felt really good to me. This is the story of one of the Columbine shooters' mothers and the aftermath of that experience. And that to me felt like a really great untold story. The one about New York, it felt okay. It's going to be something that I'm going to just probably skip through pretty quick. I don't know when I'll get to it because it's really not a top priority, and the Gillian Flynn book was a really nice surprise and a really great little gift, but I kind of wish that for what I was paying I'd get a little more in my box versus what I pay for. I pay the same amount as I pay for this box for my lip box, and I'll link them down below, and I feel a lot better putting my money into my lip box as a consumer, as a woman, as somebody interested in supporting different cultures, supporting unheard stories. I feel better about them as a company than I do of Book of the Month, and I don't think that's any reflection on Book of the Month. I think Book of the Month does what they do and they do it well, but I definitely have a higher standard for what a book box should be because my lit box exists. So that's my 2 cents there. Again, I really appreciate what Book of the Month does, and it's pretty mainstream, and it gives me access to books that I wouldn't normally have. Because I have this credit with them, I might as well use it, and I'm not going to really argue that because I would probably, I don't know, I almost chose a book that I'd already pre-ordered with my Christmas money and then just canceled that one, but I don't know. My logic was flawed in the moment, but it just, it's not my favorite box. I'm not at all unhappy with them or anything. They're working on a book box, so I appreciate that. But I would love to work with them and see what their mission is and what they are really trying to bring to the public with their box. So those are my thoughts. I will talk to you guys soon, and bye.